Disappear. Go ghost. Silently walk away and don't explain or justify yourself. Do it not because you're seeking attention, drama, or trying to amplify your comeback when you do come back. But do this for the version of you who deserves to be fully honored. If you feel like your life is not really where you want it to be, but it's not bad, but again, you know that life can be so much more satisfying than this, then the key isn't to work harder in explaining yourself, in giving more, in being more generous. The key is to honor yourself. And sometimes honoring yourself means preserving your energy. And this actually helped me so much multiple times. The last time I actually disappeared for 100 days to detach and to lock in to the version of me that I truly just want to embody right now was in April of 2025. Again, I decided that I was going to live the way that I wanted to before the money comes into my bank account. Again, I've done every single thing that my egoic mind told me to do this last 8 years, whether it was get a 9-to-5 job, quit the 9-to-5 job, start your own business, do interview coaching, partner with 7-figure entrepreneurs, hold workshops, hold events, meet chairman billionaires, network with founders, managing directors, make friends with successful people, do other things, compete, public speaking, increase your confidence, make more friends, socialize more, stick to yourself more. I've done it all. From the state of consciousness of scarcity, from the survival mindset, from just wanting to change my life, but not knowing how to become the queen who rests in her throne and still gets everything that she desires. There's a big difference. There's a very, very big difference in pleading people, the world, and circumstances to give you what you want. When you are energetically pleading, you are doing your very best to please the people that you work with, to please the clients that employ you, to please the bosses that employ you, to please the people who you feel are above you. And every single time you do this by showing up for others but yourself, you deplete your potential. And once your potential is depleted, your income potential, your love life potential, your fitness potential, your beauty potential, your handsome potential, no, it won't increase with you. It will stay the same or it will diminish. And that's why in April of 2025, I was so clear that I want this chapter of my life to just finish. So therefore, I decided to stop posting on YouTube for more than 100 days. The initial goal was to only stop posting for about 90 days. But after the 90 days mark, I started to feel so in love with my life. And I still wasn't ready to go back to seeking validation from the algorithm. I wasn't ready to read comments that, yes, a lot of it were great comments, but I wasn't ready to read any snarky comments, any weird comments, any, Patty, I have an SEO marketing agency, would you like to work together? When I put my heart and soul into that video just to get a comment that says, hey, would you like me to fix your thumbnails or something? That used to really dishearten me, and I told myself that I deserve to live a higher quality life than this. I don't need to read any more emails or comments from people telling me, look, Patty, I have a marketing agency and a graphics design agency with these skill sets. Can you please hire me to do work for you that you can do yourself when I don't have the money to hire anyone? I felt like it was really insulting for the old version of me who really poured her heart and soul to pretty much blow up this YouTube channel. And again, I was doing all of this as a way to escape from the life that I didn't like. In April of 2025, instead of me trying to physically buy my way out, instead of me trying to pretend to be more than I was, I decided to transcend the situation. I decided that I was going to accept myself exactly for where I was. Even though my bank account was always kind of at zero, but I was so lucky that I manifested this random money every fortnight. And even though I only got to use a fraction of it, but that little bit of money that I got to use emphasized to me that abundance does exist. So I started to really shut off my awareness to things that I don't like, whether it's snarky comments, whether it's stagnant YouTube growth, whether it's lack of engagement, whether it's the impressions not spreading. Even though I worked really hard on this channel a year back, every single time I saw a diminished return, it would really hurt me. So I decided to stop feeling that way by not engaging with it. And I told myself that even if you quit this whole thing for 6 months, you won't lose the subscribers. At least you won't lose 100 subscribers. And I'll tell you, I think I lost about 50 subscribers altogether. And I think it's been way more than 100 days since I published on this YouTube channel. So when I did that, I confronted my biggest fear that if I stopped working, my life will fall apart. Everyone will unsubscribe, I will lose this channel, nobody will want to view my videos anymore, I won't be able to make a comeback, I can't monetize my channel, I can't this, I can't that. And I let go of all this self-doubt. And instead of me just waking up miserable every morning, as I usually have been for the last few decades, I decided to make it a priority for me to see the sunrise by the ferries and by the beach. And I've talked about this in many videos. But how this really helped me was that not only was I not working on the YouTube channel to just only see diminished return, but I moved my awareness from lack to a very big sign of abundance. And that is sunrise by the ocean water. I didn't only just quit YouTube to live a stagnant life, but I consciously chose that I deserve to see sunrise by the ocean water. And again, this cost a bit of money, such as tapping the Opal tickets and buying food on that day. But it didn't cost me thousands of dollars per month. It didn't require me to build a 6-figure business or have a 9-to-5 job to be able to go and see the sunrise by the ocean water. That was really important to me because this was the starting point. You may think, how does seeing the sunrise make you more rich? Doesn't the activities that make you more rich include fixing your SEO, optimizing your thumbnails, looking at what works on internet so you replicate their strategies? Isn't what makes you money is you stressing about your work from your room and putting a bit more hours into your edits, making it more fancy, putting in these effects, making more shots? The answer is no. The answer to you becoming more abundant, peaceful, satisfied with your life is to live the satisfying life. So what makes you satisfied? For me at the time, what made me extremely satisfied was seeing the sunrise by the ocean water. It was as simple as that. And I know that many people will not have access to sunrise by the ocean water, but even just sunsets alone from whichever location made me satisfied. And what else? Delicious food that I cook for myself makes me satisfied. Beautiful clothes, even $15 tops from Temu. Even the cheapest things from Temu that looks beautiful and feels beautiful makes me satisfied. Beauty reels, seeing myself look hot, seeing myself flaunting my body and just like, oh, my abs. Oh yeah, this makeup, yes. That makes me really satisfied. And for about 4 months, I was asking myself, how is me posting these beauty reels where I'm just flaunting my body and not really working at all is gonna make me money? But little did I know that I was compounding the energy, the frequency of wealth for me to be able to make these long videos that will definitely make me a lot of money. So therefore, every single time you feel depleted by life, what I want you to do is just disappear from that life for the next 100 days and lock into the life you truly want. And it doesn't mean you become more productive. It doesn't mean you hustle harder. It doesn't mean you give up your joys. But it actually means you really embrace that joy. For the next 100 days, I stopped looking at my YouTube stats. I stopped interpreting any comments. I still got snarky comments. I stopped editing manically from my room. I stopped worrying about posting schedules. I stopped also socializing with the wrong people. This also includes me already spending, a year removing myself from the wrong environments too. So I went ghost on certain communities and friends and people as well because they just, the energy wasn't resonating anymore. And every single time you detach from the things that don't serve you, you are compounding that basket, the basket to a truly fulfilling life that you deserve to live. And sometimes it really doesn't cost 20 grand a month or even $5,000 a month. It costs you your energy to physically locate yourself to a place where beautiful sunrises exist, where a beautiful, satisfying cup of cappuccino in a beautiful cafe with beautiful, smiling people exist around you. And you do that with 100% presence, not thinking about who viewed my video, not thinking about who's texting me now. Is he texting me yet? Not thinking about, oh my God, this group chat, what are they doing again? Are they choosing me? Do they recognize me? Because every single time you go ghost, you stop feeding the wrong things your energy and you feed yourself the right energy. Wow, life becomes miraculous. So not only was I seeing the beautiful sunrise, but I was fucking dedicated to get my swimming strength back. And doing 1,000 meters after waking up at 4 a.m., leaving the area at 4:30 a.m. by bus, getting to the beach at 6:30 a.m., doing a 30 minutes coastal walk, carrying my handbag and laptop case filled with towels and lotions and jumpers and coats, eating bare minimum, and then doing that 1,000 meters in the cold ocean water in winter. It was not easy. It was not easy for my old self, but it was fairly easy for my new self. My old self, who really cared about algorithms, comments, validation, and with a fried nervous system, I couldn't hit my standard goal on the days I woke up at 4 a.m. It was really hard. I'd usually sleep around 12 a.m., so I'd have 4 hours sleep. And even though I eat bare minimum, but sometimes I get anxieties in the water, there are tourists, the weather's too cold, and I get so overwhelmed that I started out doing 500 meters and stabilizing that in the first 3 months. But the minute that I came back to my standard goal of hitting 1,000 meters, after waking up at 4 a.m. and doing the coastal walk and everything, the level of self-esteem that you gain from doing that is just immense. And once your self-esteem solidifies, and by the way, that took about 100 days after 3 months, right? Nothing in this world can shatter you anymore. Nothing can convince you that because you have this amount of subscribers, you got to do this and that and hire these people and hire that people to help you optimize your SEO and marketing strategies to make you more money. It's not you outsourcing your power to anyone. Of course, there will be times where when you scale, you hire people to help you. But there are certain stages of your life where you got to realize that the inherent power is within you. It's within you and not the marketing consultant, not the SEO consultant, not the thumbnail agency, not anybody outside of you who has YouTube expertise or whatever expertise that you think you lack. You don't need people to tell you what the hell to do for you to really thrive. You need your higher intuition. You need the best relationship with yourself. And I'm saying that even after you blow up on YouTube, it doesn't increase the quality of your life unless the quality of your life was already increased in the first place. So as a result, you blowing up, you succeeding, you earning more money enhances that life quality. It's not about you living in scarcity mode and surviving and hustling for hours from your room like I did and hoping that one day when I blow up and earn more money, I'll buy my way to peace. You've got to feel peaceful now. You've got to feel satisfied with yourself wherever you are right now. You've got to feel serene and calm and your nervous system regulated as much as possible before more money and more success can help enhance that. Because that's the whole point. We think money can buy us a regulated nervous system. But I'm telling you that there are ways for you to regulate your nervous system and give yourself the things that you want before that money lands. And that's why you need at least 100 days to just give it to you. The things that you want, the fragrance that you want, the connection with yourself that you want, the dress that you want, the shoes that you want, the gym experience that you want. By the way, I don't have gym memberships, but I gave myself permission to try out free gyms and it was great. I felt rich. I was like, I had access to these kind of gyms too. Give yourself permission to experience more. Not to try and attain more, experience more. Experience the morning breeze by the ocean water. Experience the beautiful feeling of just the wind rushing on your face on the ferry at 6:30 a.m. Experience the seagulls flying past you in the morning at 6:30 a.m. Experience seeing people kayaking at 6:30 a.m. in winter. Experience beautiful birds and dogs and stray cats connecting with you because you're just so present. Experience smiling for no reason more and more times. Experience all of this, whether today, 200 grand or $1 million land or not. Nobody can cage you if you don't cage your mind. If you cage your mind to this world where I got to prove myself with a change SEO strategy and titles and this and that and this and that, and my subscribers has to be this in order for me to do this, when are you going to live your life? When are you going to feel satisfied with where you are? When are you going to be happy with yourself? When are you going to assure yourself that you deserve to live the way that you want to live? So live it first. Live that goddamn life that you want to live first. Don't let people tell you, no, don't go have dinner. Come and work for us first. Come and help us design this. Come and help us do this. Can you please help us run this workshop? Can you please do this? Can you please do that? Can you reply to this comment first before you're going to have a beautiful solo date by yourself? No. Take yourself out to that date. Take yourself out to that restaurant. Take yourself out to smile to random people. Take yourself out and glam up and do the things that you want to do this next 100 days. And see that energy regulate itself. See that energy rise in your body and how much more inspired you are to just work. Work in flow state. Work in a way that nourishes your soul. And watch that money, that success, that man, that everything land in your reality. Watch it come. So 100 days, give them to yourself 100%. You absolutely deserve it.